Hello, me handsome. So today we're doing another little soup. Now, before I give away what this soup is, let's just talk a bit about the soup. It originated in India, in particular South India, and the name originates from the Tamil word, which I'm not going to try and pronounce. Sod it, I'm going to try and pronounce it. It's Mulligatawny, which literally means pepper water. So if we haven't dropped the bombshell yet, it is of course the Mulligatawny soup. Popular when we, as we do with everything we get, the British, we colonised, occupied India, and eventually this soup made its way to the UK, and apparently the US enjoy it as well. Don't know whether that's true. I mean, I barely enjoy it most of the time anyway. It's one of these things, I've had it from a tin before, the Heinz Mulligatawny soup. Not nice at all, really bad. Makes me a bit angry actually at how bad it is. So I thought, let's make one a bit fresher. Let's make a chicken wing version as we like to do, and we'll give it a go and see if this improves it. So, first time ever making this soup. Let's see if we do it. We've not used a recipe. We're just going to go with the flow and we'll see how it turns out. Hope you enjoy it.
Ping pong was invented on the dining tables of England, ladies and gentlemen, in the 19th century. It was called whiff waff.
Yes, that's right. The goal of today's video is to make mulligatawny less shit, like you would get it from a tin. So we're going to start off by just frying some spices. Just got some simple turmeric, mild curry powder, bit of parsley, apologies, and some bay leaf in there. Just let that fry down a little bit, just to really cook up the spices so it doesn't go all grainy. So like that, you don't want them to colour, you just want them to be nicely fried. Then I've added a touch of oil, and this kind of brings a lot of it together. And then we will of course go in with some veg. I've just got here some peppers, onion, carrot, just to allow it to sweat down, get all engrossed in those spices, get that flavour going. And of course, you know, it's called pepper water, so obviously we've got pepper in there. And then, of course, when we've allowed it to sweat down a bit, we're going to go in with the next batch of ingredients in this. So this is a really simple soup to make this. Am I making it the correct way? Not a ruddy clue, but it's the way I'm going to be making it today. And it turned out pretty nice, actually. I was quite surprised for the first time ever making it. But we are effectively at this point going to go in with some rice. Now, I've just given you a small little picture of the rice going in there. We did put a little bit more than that in, but it gives you the idea. Give it a mix around, again, get it coated in the spices, in that sweated veg, get the flavours really rolling there, because apparently it's one of the key ingredients is rice. So you've got to have it in there. Then, of course, bit of chicken stock, allow it just to blur up your camera, get it all nice and sweaty and steamy, and then, of course, we're going to allow that to boil down, cook the rice, infuse with the flavours. Again, is chicken stock the correct way? Who cares? It's what we did today. And here we have our chicken wings. Now, apologies for this. I didn't actually record putting the wings in the oven, but it's the same as we always do. Just roast it, bit of oil, salt and pepper. Bosh, job done. So we've added that into it nicely. And we're going to just allow it to cook down nicely. And this will be the final little bit that we go in. So again, allow that steam to get your camera all nice and foggy. And as we can see, everything's starting to cook down nicely. The rice is starting to expand, but we're not quite there yet. And then we're going to go in with the little final ingredient, which will be cream. And I've added a fair chunk of this. Now, you know, you could heat the cream up so it doesn't split, but I think this adds to it perfectly, and we're going to heat it up again anyway. It's no different, I find, than adding sort of a bit of coconut milk. Adds a lovely creaminess to it, smoothness. And then we're pretty much, once it's back on the go, boiled up, you're happy with it, you've tasted it, you've seasoned it, you've added a touch of lemon juice, ready to be served. And there it is. Lovely, thick, chunky mulligatawny soup. That isn't from a can, isn't shit. We made it in probably about half an hour, if that, and we were going quite slow. But there we go. Don't forget to pick the herbs out, because I did not. But this was actually really delicious. We were quite surprised at how nice this was. But, you know, thanks for watching, guys. Give this one a go yourself. I'm actually really like this one and quite proud of this one. This actually gets one off, 2 thumbs up. I had to put the bowl down to give the 2 thumbs up and find the camera. Ta for watching. Back to you, Mr. Prime Minister, ex-Prime Minister.
Good evening, Lily. Well, you know, they all say this, but she said, I had a wonderful nurse called Lily, and she said, you're going to feel the shocks. I literally did not feel a thing. And so it was very good, very quick.